All right, yo, what is up, everybody? So I've had a couple people asking me questions about what it was like switching over to a RAP diet, raw animal product diet, and I just kind of wanted to address, I guess more specifically, some people were asking me about raw milk. Unpasteurized milk is what it is, and yeah, I just kind of want to say that I get my milk from organic pastures. I get it from Sprouts, so they have the organic pastures in Sprouts, and Organic Pastures is a Californian dairy farm. Yeah, so they also have like butter, they have kefir, and then they have the raw milk. I get all three of these typically, and so I would definitely suggest in the beginning when you're switching over to raw dairy. So dairy was kind of giving me a problem. And I noticed with like the milkshakes that I would drink a while ago, or even before, at Baskin Robbins, for example. And then obviously they use unpasteurized and probably really low quality milk. So I noticed that there would be sometimes that it would upset my stomach. You know, you get diarrhea, whatever, like the usual when you start becoming lactose intolerant. Which I guess I could even discuss why I think people become lactose intolerant. I don't really have any science behind it. A lot of what I will be talking about on this channel as well too is relatively anecdotal, and also kind of like observations that I've seen for things happening to other people as well too, like maybe someone in my family or whatever who's lactose, like my sister. She takes lactose pills now as well, unfortunately. So but yeah, so when you first switch over to like unpasteurized dairy, you'll probably get a couple moments where you'll have diarrhea in the beginning. I do remember thinking though that the kefir I was drinking, which would make sense, it was really rebuilding my gut for the most part. At least I felt like it was, because kefir has, I think in just one bottle, I don't know, I think it's like I don't know how many ounces it is. I want to say like 12 ounces, 12-ounce container that Organic Pastures has as their products. And I definitely felt like it was rebuilding my gut, but it has like a couple billion, or I think it was like 3 trillion or something like that, bacteria per serving or something. I think I think that's what they advertise it as, is like a trillion bacteria per serving, and there's like 4 servings in it, so 4 trillion bacteria inside of one kefir bottle, right? So yeah, that's definitely something to be aware of if you do start dairy. I know some people, even like Frank Tufano talks about how he doesn't really use dairy at all. And I think Sverige uses dairy. He doesn't use it very often. Like he'll drink it and stuff. Like I think he's been drinking Luna's milk in particular, but he usually just goes with meat, which is probably the right way to go. I think because dairy has a decent amount of sugars in them, like not a lot, right? Because but it does have carbs. So if you can, I would probably recommend just mostly eating like good quality muscle meat, and then good quality like liver and brain, in my opinion. If you can get liver and brain, that's probably going to be your best options as far as overall nutrition. And then obviously you need at least some muscle meat, but you do want more fatty pieces if you can, like ground beef, and then the brain has a bunch of fat and cholesterol as well too. Making sure that you get enough sun, which is what I'm doing too right now, is also a good idea as well. But yeah, I would definitely say if you are gonna switch over to a carnivore or raw carnivore type, however you want to put it, animal product diet, then I would definitely recommend that you make sure you're getting enough sunlight. It's probably the #1 thing to do, which is what I'm going to be working on for the summer. So if you guys see a couple of my videos, or probably a lot of my videos from here on out, with me out in the sun just chilling like this with my shirt off, it's why. It's because I'm trying to get some vitamin D and I actually kind of want to get a tan just to see how. I'm testing to see if this diet actually works well with getting a tan, because you're getting more of your proper nutrition as well, which makes sense. It would probably help. So, but yeah, with switching over to dairy, I would definitely say ease into it. And if you don't want to do it, to me, the butter, the cheeses, the raw cheeses that I've been getting, the kefir and the milk, I really like them. They taste good, especially the milk. To me, the raw milk is extremely good. But if you do have some kind of intolerance to it, like I think Frank Stefanos talked about, like histamines intolerance getting activated by it, which I could see some people maybe reacting to it just because it is milk. But I feel like for the most part, most people should be able to at least handle it a little bit. So I would definitely recommend at least trying it. But when you do, make sure you are doing, like, if you got, let's say you got a gallon of the organic pastures like what I got of milk, I would definitely recommend, you know, trying a couple sips, just take a couple drinks out of it, maybe wait 2-3 hours, see if anything happens. Now, if nothing really happens, you know, take like a fourth of a cup, or the next day have a fourth of a cup. Just kind of take it little by little. I think it took about a week or two. Yeah, I would say probably like 2 weeks for my body to really adjust, because I think at that time I was introducing kefir as well too. So I think it was kind of like I had like diarrhea once or twice with raw unpasteurized milk, and then I did it like once or twice with kefir as well. But you also have to realize that when you're going from no raw animal fats to drinking raw animal fats with the milk and the kefir, your body is not only adjusting to using fat as diets, or using fats as energy source rather than using your carbs, but you're also switching over from or you're detoxing as well too. So that's why you get the diarrhea, because you actually have the animal fats now to get rid of the heavy metals, for example, in your body that maybe are left over from your deodorant or whatever. Any kind of chemicals from like processed foods and sodas and things like that. Luckily, I stopped drinking soda when I was in like middle school. So, but you still have all the sweets, you know, the ice cream from Baskin Robbins, any kind of Starbucks or whatever, I'm assuming. Maybe some of the teas that people have. Probably some of the tea has, well, it obviously has toxin in it, because that's why you get your energy. But yeah, so I would definitely recommend just kind of taking it bit by bit. It should take about 2 weeks, I would say, for you to kind of get used to it. And then I'd say a month or two is when you get into like a wrap diet, like a raw animal product diet or animal product diet, for your body to kind of switch over and start using the energy. You will be kind of tired at first as well too. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this information, and thanks for stopping by and hanging out with me while I get some vitamin D. Peace.